Kosmika! Hello everybody! Hello, hello! 皆様ごきげんよう、元気でしょうか? Hello, hello! Let me make sure stream is going, running properly. Okay, we're good there. And we're good there. Very good. Hello! How is everyone doing? I hope everyone had a lovely day today. Hope you had a lovely few days. Well, no, couple days. We haven't seen each other in a couple days. Everyone had a lovely weekend. It's May 5th. When did it become May? Cinco de Mayo, or Revenge of the Sith. The 5th? Revenge of the 5th. Yesterday was May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day. I'm not huge on Star Wars, but I understand that what it is. the May the 4th thing. Alright, today is a Sunday story time. But I will let me okay. So my plan was to okay. So there was a particular story that I wanted to share with you all. And I was going to essentially the story is it's an existing story, but what I wanted to do was adapt it and condense it. And hopefully that was my initial idea was to tell the entire story in today's stream, but unfortunately I didn't have much time to work on it. Well, my opportunities were few, and I was not able to get the entire story written down. Hello. I was only able to get the beginning of it done, and also at the same time, I was also kind of worried that maybe if I condensed it too much, it would be too short. So as I was working on it, I was like, okay, maybe I should just condense it less, summarize it less, keep some details in there. And as a result of that, I'm far from the end. So I don't actually know how long it's going to take to read the amount that I currently have. Let me see. Where'd it go? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how long it's going to take me to read this. It's a lot. It's several pages, but reading it won't take that long. I don't think it will take even an hour, if that. I don't think it will even take half an hour, to be honest. Which is why I said that we'll do some Genshin lore after, because I don't think it will take that long to read the story. Hello! I'm doing okay! I hope you are all doing well. And for in the off chance that someone recognizes the story, and I think I will be playing music from where the story came from, or music to go along with the story. If you recognize either the story itself or the music, don't say anything. I will explain what the story is and where it came from after. Well, actually, that will depend on whether you guys want to hear more or not. If you guys don't, then I will explain where it came from or what it is. But if you do want to hear more, then I'll keep the surprise for later. Let's see here. Let me see. Let me look at the music a little bit more to see if maybe if I actually want to use it or not. Okay. What's this one? Hold on. Do I want to use the music or not? I highly doubt anyone will recognize it. Okay, I'm gonna put you guys on the side here. Okay, let me see here. I think I will try the music. I will try the music. Let me cut out my music here. If I need to pay, let me see here. Okay, it's working. I wish YouTube had like a loop thing, like if you were playing. Oh, I guess if it was on YouTube Music, it would. But can you guys hear the music? Is it loud enough, or not loud enough? Pull up the story here. I'm gonna have to pay attention to the. Actually, let me do this. I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do this. Yeah, okay. Am I trying to loop a YouTube video? Yeah. Hello. There's no, I don't see any playback options for that. Custom? No, that's speed. That's speed. What's ambient mode? Never looked at that before. Alright, I'm guessing it's okay. Oh my gosh, a raid? Hold on. Wait. 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 Hello, wait, hold on. Hello, Raiders! Welcome! Wait, hold on, let me turn down the music a little bit. Hold on. Hello, Raiders! Welcome, welcome! Thank you, Howell, for the raid! Hope your stream went well. How was your stream? Hello, hello! If you want to loop the entire video, you can right-click. Oh, you're right. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Thank you for reminding me of that. Does it work? Let me try it. Oh, it is. Okay. Nice. Thank you. All right. It was good. You sang. Oh, nice. You did karaoke? Nice, nice. Hold on. Let me, where's my window? Let me do a shout out really quick. Hold on. Thank you. Thank you so much. But Raiders, please feel free to take off if you need to get some rest or get something to eat or something to drink. No pressure to stay, but thank you so much for coming. My name is Kosmikameruhen. I'm what you would consider a reverse isekai fairy tale princess. I came from my world into your world, and I'm stuck here. But we have video games. You will off from Twitch and get on YouTube. Twitch. Okay, no problem. Yeah, do what you need to do. But yeah, thank you so much again for the raid. I hope you have a cool, like, what am I even saying? Blah, blah, blah. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening or day. Thank you, Hal. Please check out Hal if you haven't already. Today we are having we have Sunday story time where I read a story of some kind. Previously, or we originally started by reading a particular webtoon, but that option was lost to us. So we've been looking at other options. I decided I wanted to tell a certain story today. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, this is an existing story that I wanted to read. And oh shoot, I need to swap my earbuds. Hold on. Low battery alert. One moment. Okay, we're back, I think. Let me double check my sources are correct. Hello? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh no, we're okay, we're okay. Alright, we're back. What story are we doing today? So, it's gonna be a little bit of a mystery. I'm gonna keep it a surprise and mystery. There's a small chance somebody might recognize what the story or even the music that's playing right now. If you do, please don't say anything. I will either reveal it at the end or keep it a surprise or a secret if everyone would like to hear the rest of the story, because I only have the story up to a certain point, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get the entire story prepared. So the story is not going to take the entirety of stream, most likely. After that, we'll just switch to Genshin. I will read some Genshin lore, in lieu of story time. Yeah. So, if music is okay with you guys, if you guys can hear it or you can't hear it, let me know. I will turn it up. Otherwise, we can get started. Let me move chat to the side again. Okay. Let me turn it up for you guys, or less for me, more for you guys. Okay. Please let me know if the music is too quiet or too loud, and I will fix it. I need to turn that off for myself though. It's a little loud for me. Okay. Let me get the story in front of me. You like surprises? Okay. Let's get hydrated first. So again, this is an existing story that I've adapted and condensed. So yeah, this is this is most likely not good because I was not able to work on it as much as I wanted to or planned to. It's going to be a very small fraction of the story. But yes, we can get started now. Once upon a time, there was a young woman who lived at a church. She was orphaned at a young age and grew up there, where she helped the nuns with things like cleaning, cooking, and taking care of the younger orphan children. She was very faithful and devoted to her duties. She woke up early every morning to say her prayers and got right to work cleaning so that they would be ready to welcome the patrons for the day. She was very good at cooking, but excelled in making sweets, which are often sold to townspeople to make money for the church as well as given to those in need. So everyone, especially the children, loved when she made pastries and desserts. In the afternoons, after she finished her chores, she would usually tend to the children by playing with them and reading them stories. One of their favorite stories was a local legend that spoke of the origin of that church and how an angel came down from the heavens to deliver a message to someone to build that church there. And after they built that church, the town grew to be what it is today. In the evenings, she would help with dinner, then close up the church for the night. When going to bed, she would pray for things like giving thanks for the day or ask for blessings for the next day. She always thought of others and always wanted to be of help to them. While the area the church was in, actually, let me change the music for this one, for this part. Wait, wrong. Wait, no. Let me go back to that one. The other one was fine. The other one was fine. Sorry. Now, while the area the church was in was the safest in the city, the same could not be said for a lot of the rest of the city. For you see, this city was also home to powerful criminal organizations, otherwise known as the Mafia. There were 3 groups in particular that were at the top and had claim to the largest districts of the city, each with a powerful boss at the head. The boss of the largest group happened to visit the church quite often, being pious themselves. The young woman didn't know much about him, but being a mafia boss and all, she did know that he comes early every Wednesday to place flowers on a grave. On one such Wednesday, she was raking the leaves outside the church while doing her cleaning duties, and she saw the boss with a bouquet of white lilies standing at the grave. She couldn't help but stare, not only because he was a powerful mafia boss, but he also appeared to be not much older than her and quite handsome. He noticed and walked in her direction after setting down the flowers. The young woman felt embarrassed for being caught staring and looked away, now also feeling a little anxious as there was no telling what he would do. Like much of the mafia, he was known for being ruthless. But she felt some safety in knowing that they were in a sacred place and the boss would most likely not do anything. He would have to pass her on his way out of the graveyard, and instead of walking on by, he stopped right in front of her. Kosmika, hello! No worries, you're here now. He would have to pass her on his way out of the graveyard, and instead of walking on by, he stopped right in front of her. She looked up at him and nervously asked him if he needed something, and instead of reprimanding her, he commented on how she was up early, and she gave a likewise comment to how early he was there at the church. He then bid her good day and went on his way. After that slightly awkward exchange, she went over to where he put the flowers and saw that it was his family's grave. The tombstone with the flowers indicated that it was the boss of the family with his wife. After that, she went about her day as she usually would. She went into town to buy ingredients for baking sweets for the next day at the request of one of the nuns, and made it back safely thanks to the help of a couple of local police officers who were on patrol. Everyone knew the mafia were really the ones who controlled the city, and the police were there to keep the peace, even if it meant cooperating with them from time to time. The afternoon and evening came and went, and she went to bed after her usual bedtime prayers. Audio is great, thank you so much. The next day, the young woman and the others from the church baked the sweets and gathered supplies, which they took to one of the more destitute areas of the city. Hello! This was one of the days where they would hand out food, clothes, and materials to those in need. She only wished she could do more as she spoke with the poor folk and received their thanks. Among the church group was another young woman about the same age that she grew up with, and she considered her best friend. After finishing up their duties there, she was making her way down the street with the group to head back to the church when she noticed her friend was nowhere to be seen. She told the nuns that she would stay back and wait and look for her friends, so they went ahead and after telling her to be careful. She was about to turn back when a person appeared. Wait, hold on. I think this might be a good... Hold on. Let me find the music. Let me mute it really quick so I can find the right one. She was about to turn back when a person appeared before her out of nowhere. She had recognized him as someone who had visited the church. He said he was there to take her with him, and even addressed her by her name. She remarked that she had never given him her name before, to which he replied that he knew a lot about her, even things she didn't know herself. This obviously confused her, and she was about to ask another question when her friend showed up and called out to her. Her friend asked if she was waiting for her, and she explained that she accidentally dropped all of her supplies that she was carrying, then apologized for being so clumsy and making her wait. The young woman was relieved her friend was safe, and her friend urged her to get a move on to get back home, as it wasn't a safe place to be alone. The young woman looked back to where the man was, only to see that he had completely vanished. Later, while they were having dinner at the church, one of the nuns who was closest to the young woman and was a mother figure to her noticed that the young woman was quite distracted and asked if she was all right. The young woman reassured her that she was fine and went on to share what had happened to her earlier that day with the man who had approached her. Her best friend was surprised and confused since she didn't see anyone when they had regrouped, and wondered that perhaps he might like the young woman, who said she didn't think so. All the while, the nun said nothing, but had a concerned look on her face. The evening passed, and it was time for everyone to sleep. I'm using the music more than I thought I would. Hold on, give me a moment. I didn't plan this. There was one person, however, who was not getting ready for bed. The concerned nun was still up, and she was on the phone with someone, telling them that this had never happened before and that they need to hurry. What could she have been talking about? After the phone call, she went over to the young woman's door and knocked. The young woman was in the middle of her bedtime prayers and was surprised that someone was at her door so late at night. She saw that it was the nun and asked if everything was all right, to which the nun replied that she just wanted to see her. This confused the young woman since they saw each other every day, and the nun said that they usually don't get to spend time to really sit and talk and that it felt like a good time. The young woman was reminded of when she was younger, and the conversation turned to their memories of when she was a child. This urged the nun to remind the young woman that no matter what happened, she was considered family to those at the church, and that God, as well as herself, would protect her no matter what. After they finished talking, the nun left and the young woman went to bed. It was then later into the night, and she had still yet to fall asleep. The day's events were still on her mind, and it was making her uneasy, so she wondered if praying might help. She got up from bed and made her way into the church, which was dark and empty. To be expected, since it was closed for the night. Except a dark figure made itself known. It was the man from earlier that day, and he said he was there to speak with her since they were interrupted before. He went on to say that he was there to take her with him, and that he was sure that this was confusing but not to worry, and that he would explain everything after. She was indeed confused, and just as he was going to take her, the doors to the church flew open. Who was standing there but the mafia boss, who told the other man not to touch her? The young woman was even more confused, but the unknown man just gave a sigh and made a comment as if he wasn't surprised that there were more quote-unquote interruptions. The mafia boss's backup arrived, and the unknown man didn't seem fazed at all. On the contrary, he was surprised there were so few of them, and matter-of-factly said that he would need more than their entire group to stop him. He was still calm and collected as he spoke to the young woman again, telling her to go with him, and that he would have no problem protecting her from them. Just then, the nun from earlier jumped between the unknown man and the young woman and told him to get away from her. The man only seemed quietly annoyed at yet another interruption and hit her away. The man said he wouldn't allow anyone to get in the way of his mission, even if it was a sister. He had a cross-shaped dagger in his hand that was ready to come down on her, but the mafia boss stopped him by shooting his gun at him. The unknown man sneered at the mafia boss's gun and dodged the bullets with no effort. The mafia boss kept shooting, and the other man kept dodging and attempted to get closer to the young woman again. The mafia boss yelled to the young woman to come and grabbed her to protect her while he continued shooting. The mafia boss then yelled at his underlings to cover him, and they now joined in to shoot at the unknown man. The mafia boss and young woman ran out of the church, and the young woman shouted for the nun as they ran. The mafia boss told her they have to go, and pushed her into a black car, and he got in after her, and the car sped off. The car came to a stop in front of a manor in another district of the city, and the young woman was ushered out of the car. The young woman barely had time to wonder if this was the mafia boss's family home before he headed straight for the door and told her to follow him. He led her up red-carpeted stairs and into a room at the end of a corridor, where he told her this was to be her room. Then went on to tell her where her private bathroom was, and that she was free to use anything she wanted in the room, and if she needed anything, that she could call on the housemaid. The young woman was, of course, confused beyond all belief, and couldn't get in a question edgewise before he continued and said he would have one of his men guarding her, and that he would be at her disposal. Then added that if she was not satisfied with him, that he could be replaced. When she was finally able to say something, she asked if she really was going to be staying here at this place, and the mafia boss sighed and responded in a sort of exasperated and annoyed way, almost as if she was a dumb inconvenience. Then she couldn't hold back anymore, and she recounted what just happened to her to make him understand why she was so confused, and expressed her frustration with not being provided any sort of explanation. As she was feeling like accepting his help maybe was a mistake, and a sense of dread of what was going to happen fell on her, he explained it was highly likely the situation wouldn't have been any better had she stayed at the church, and that they needed to determine who was behind the attack before they struck again. He continued to say that she would need to stay in hiding away from the church until they figured things out. The young woman was still confused and asked if they brought her here so that they could protect her, and the mafia boss responded as if that was obvious. To throw her a bone, he asked if she had any other questions, and she asked why he saved her. He answered that it was just a coincidence and he happened to be there at the moment. The young woman naturally didn't really believe it, but he doubled down, asking if there was a problem with a mafia boss like him taking a nighttime stroll, and he would just happen to be there at that moment. She couldn't come up with a response, and he said if there wasn't anything else, then she should go to bed. Hey, enjoy your lurk! She began to ask another question, but he cut her off and told her that he was a busy man and he wasn't going to prioritize his time on her after this. With that, he left the room. The young woman was left there stunned and speechless in a room more lavish than she had ever seen before. And being able to stay in a room like that would have been considered a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for her. But with her current situation, it was hardly something she could enjoy. She went to bed, but the million questions she had and the night's events replaying in her mind prevented her from getting much sleep. The next day began the start of her extended stay at the mafia family's home. Over the course of the morning, she met the head housemaid and got acquainted with the guard that was assigned to her, both of whom were very friendly and kind despite the mafia's reputation. Her guard explained that he would be bringing her meals to her room every day, and that if she needed anything, she could either call him or the boss himself or the underboss, who happened to knock on the door at that moment. The underboss came in to say hello and welcomed her to the family in a friendly manner, and even attempted to compliment her to try to bring her spirits up, which unfortunately failed as the young woman wasn't exactly in the mood given her situation. He then quickly got right down to business by sharing that everyone would be told that evening of her existence and the reason she was there, and he requested that she remain in her room until then to avoid any possible misunderstandings. At the end of the conversation, the underboss said that he had to be on his way since he was very busy, and the young woman wanted to take this chance to ask him what exactly happened at the church and if the nun and others were all right. The underboss apologized and told her he couldn't answer that since he didn't get approval from the boss. He said that they all have to follow the orders of the boss, and added that the sisters of the church hadn't even been notified that she had been brought here. They didn't want to risk any information getting leaked, and the only thing that they are aware of is the attack itself and that she had disappeared. She asked why hide the fact that she was safe, to which he replied that things are complicated and they had things on their own end to deal with as well. With that being all that he could share, he left the room. Her guard resumed their earlier conversation and reiterated that he was her bodyguard now and would be around at all times, so if she ever needed anything, all she need do was ask. His friendly and energetic personality helped the young woman to feel more at ease, and she was grateful that she had someone like him around. Later, after her bodyguard brought her breakfast and she ate, she attempted to get more information from him, like how long she would have to stay there and what it would take for the boss to decide it would be safe for her to leave. The attempt failed, unfortunately, and he didn't provide any answers. He did feel sorry for her and told her he would try asking the underboss to see if they could share any other details with her to give her peace of mind, which gave her a bit of hope. The day passed and it became evening. Her bodyguard was off getting her dinner when the underboss showed up, and after greeting her, said that he had heard from her bodyguard that she wanted to know what happened at the church. She confirmed and said that she was willing to comply with their requests as long as she knew what the situation was. With a sorry look, the underboss repeated that the boss makes all the calls and that they can't go against him. He went further to say that's just how organizations like theirs works, and that he'd like for her to understand that. Trying to think of any other way, the young woman then asked if she could ask the boss directly, to which the underboss said that was unfortunately not possible, and that him and her bodyguard were there in the boss's stead. She persisted and said that no one could do anything without the boss's approval, so the only way to get any answers was to speak to him herself. The underboss had no argument against that and gave in, and told her that the boss was going to be in his office that night, and he would tell her where it is. He added that she was to not tell anyone that information, nor that it was him that said it. This was essentially all he was able to do to help her, and that he had to protect his position as well. The young woman agreed and assured him that she wasn't going to do anything that would get anyone in trouble, as this was all her own doing. Pleased with her answer, the underboss said that the bodyguard would report to him after she went to sleep, so he suggested that she go to bed early, quote unquote, and take action after 10 o'clock. She thanked him and he left, after which she began biding her time. Later that evening, a bit after 10 o'clock, she told her bodyguard she was a bit tired and would like to go to bed. He thought nothing of it and wished her good night and left. After waiting a bit, she peeked out her door to make sure no one was around before quietly making her way to the boss's office. While this was happening, the city's chief detective and the mafia boss were talking in the boss's office about the current situation regarding the young woman and the possibility of a connection to one of the other mafia groups. The detective mentioned that if they could speak with the young woman or the nun who was attacked, they could probably get the information they need to make a move. Suddenly, there was knocking at the door. The boss thought this was odd, since he told everyone he would be busy that night. He didn't answer it right away. There was another knock. The detective said that he could come back another time, but the boss told him to stay, and he answered the door this time, telling whoever was there to enter. To both the boss's and detective's surprise, the young woman was the one who came in. She was also surprised to see the detective there, as she was familiar with him, and asked what he was doing there. The detective said he could ask the same thing, and told the boss he could have let him know that she was in his custody. The look on the boss's face clearly showed he wasn't happy. So she apologized for intruding, and explained that she had hoped to speak with him in private. She added that it didn't have to be now, and pleaded earnestly. After a brief moment, the boss sighed and agreed to it. Although he did comment on how she was in his custody, yet she was walking around freely, and even had the audacity to bother him in his office at this hour, he said that since he did bring her there, while he can't cater to her requests, he would listen to what she had to say this time, especially since she risked coming to his office, so it must have been important. Unfortunately, that's all I have. That's the end of that. Well, that's as much as I was able to get. Hold on, let me move chat to in front of me now. That was about as long as I expected it to take. I'm sorry I didn't have the whole story. Yeah, like cliffhanger. If you guys want to hear more, I can continue this. Let me sip my drink here. If you want to hear more of the story, I can continue this and do this next Sunday. Yes, please, really? I didn't expect anyone to like be interested, so like that's why I wanted to like just have like the entire story in one stream and just do like get it all done with. But if you guys are interested, I can continue. So yeah. Since that is all the story I have for today, I guess we can move on to Genshin. Let me get that set up. Hold on. Please. I'm going to selfishly do dailies because I haven't done them. I missed dailies yesterday, actually. Game's taking a bit to load, more than usual. There it is. No, I haven't done the dailies. You played a bit of Genshin, but don't know anything about the story? Let me see. I was gonna just like dive into like very like wasn't sure how to tackle Genshin lore, actually. I was just going to like read stuff that I haven't read yet in the game. Actually, wait, I have an idea. But we'll do dailies first. We'll do dailies first. Yeah, I had no time to do dailies today. Alright, let me get this on screen now. You just kind of click next, just read whatever you feel like. Okay. Alright. Okay, let me get chat on my screen here. Let me change game on Twitch. Okay. There is chat there. Let me switch game. Okay. Let me fix it on YouTube as well. Okay. All right, let's do... What's this? Huh? The Iridescence Tour interaction platform is available for a limited time. Discuss and share beautiful music on this platform? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Traveler, the passionate and wild Fontaine Music Festival, Iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness. That's an Ito name if I haven't heard one. Is being held on Watatsumi Island. Apart from taking part in exciting events such as the Extreme Carnival Ensemble, you can also create your own musical compositions and show off your rock and roll spirit. Oh wait, this is an event. Oh, I thought it was it made it sound like it was a web event. Time to hydrate. No, I remember hearing about this on the broadcast. Yeah. It made I love seeing Ito with a microphone. Well, cause like ever since I've mentioned this before. Ever since I learned who the Japanese voice actor for Ito is, I can't unsee it in my head. Like I can't separate Ito from the voice actor because the voice actor for Ito, the Japanese voice actor, is a very well-known singer. And so whenever he talks, I just see him in my head. I don't see Ito, I see him. And he's a singer that I actually quite enjoyed at one point. I still do. I mean, I haven't listened to like any of his recent music at all, but when he was more popular, I hate to say, was when I was paying more attention to his music. Just clearing all these notifications. All right, let's spend resin first. just gonna do this domain. Wait, let me check what where I am with weeklies. I did a lot of my weeklies on the other day. Welcome back. Yes, we are moved on to Genshin because I finished the amount. I had finished the story that I have. the entire story wasn't. I didn't have what's it called? I didn't have time to prepare the entire story, so I read what I have for now, and it seems like you guys want to hear more of it, so I will see about continuing it for next Sunday. Okay, cool. I'm mostly done with the weeklies. I'm just gonna run this with randos, just so we can get this done quickly. Wait, I want to use a different character. Just gonna get dailies out of the way, and then we'll look into some more. Okay. Oh, wait. Oof. I'm higher than them. May not work? We'll see. Well, Cloud Retainer is strong, but... oh boy. We'll see how this goes. Only reason I'm using Tinari is so I can get his friendship level up. He's a good character though. He was actually he wasn't super underrated at first. And then people saw how broken he can be. Boy. Oh, he's coming after me? I've had like more than one instance this past week where I would do this with randos and like they would die and I'm like, okay, I could solo the rest of this myself easily. It would just take a bit. But I didn't want to make them wait, so I just left so we could restart. Okay, well how long did that take? Minute 32. Actually not too bad. I've done this with like I've duoed this with a rando, and it took us like 30 seconds. It was kind of great. They had a beefed up Nuvilla and Ferdinand, to be fair. Oh! Oh wait, attack percent? I don't know. I don't think anybody needs attack percent actually. Aw, man. Someone left, so I'll leave. I guess everybody else left. Am I the only one here? Oh, I guess I am. Yeah, they probably didn't like how quote-unquote long that took. Hello, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your lunch. Ooh, I guess we're duoing this. This is fine. Yeah, Genshin now. I finished what I have of the story so far. And unless you guys protest, I will continue and do some more next Sunday. I don't think this is going forward, or is it? Oh, it is. Okay. I was about to leave. Really? Okay. Could you have joined? It's fine. I'm with a rando, so... And it's not my world, so... It took longer. I'll be a good sport and stay. Unless they decide to disband. Oh, no! The dreaded no space message. Just gonna level up a random artifact so I can make some space. No, I didn't get to thingy! Uh-huh. I didn't get to do- I didn't get the rewards! You were too fast! I can do it again. That's it. I'm leaving after this. For that, I'm leaving. Yeah, they really need to increase that limit. No! Peace. It keeps dying. No, you didn't get sucked into the tornado. Where's the other one? Oh. Nope. 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 I'm leaving. I suppose I can do it with chat now. I can leave and start a thing with chat. So I'm going to drop my user ID in the Discord. So if you would like to join, feel free. One moment. Okay. Hold on, let me. All right, I'm gonna drop it in the general chat of the Discord. It's been dropped. We have at least one person on the way, so I'll wait for them at least. I'm good there. I still haven't played Genshin in a while, and I'm still at the very beginning. That's alright. No problem. Let me sip up more of my drink. As for the lore that we'll be reading, I was thinking of, so like every character has like a profile and then the story. Maybe I can do that. A little bit of that. Let me hold on. That's actually not the entire thing. What did I? There was another thing. The voice lines, I think, right? The voiceover. Oh, but then they actually talk themselves for this. Maybe, or maybe I could do that instead. Oh, I can do that instead. I can be the Paimon and Traveler. Let me see. I think that might be the only one, only friend in the group right now. Probably best to start with those two and how they met. Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll do something along those lines. Let's get dailies and stuff out of the way first. I'm gonna use Tinari. I don't have like access. Well, I don't know if it says it in game, but it doesn't show like a general overview of the story in the game. Sort of. Oh, my desk shaking. It was. Nice, 53 seconds. Alright. I only have 3 more resin, well now 2. I need 2. Only one more run of this. Nope, that's trash. That is useful. Not for anyone in particular, but that could be useful. Alright, one more time. Nice. Oh no, I do a space again. I'm gonna go to the alchemy table and then like do some combining. You bled to build your Raiden? I can tell. Trash. Trash. Well, that's that. Okay. I'm gonna delete my ID from the chat. Thank you so much, Baba. Yeah, I just went back to my world. Thank you. I'm gonna go to the alchemy table before I forget. Yeah, thank you for helping me do those so quickly. With your broken Raiden that you bled for. Why am I lagging? What's going on here? Let me close some stuff. Would love to fight weekly bosses one day. Yeah. I do want to have like an actual Genshin stream when I can. Why am I still lagging? Okay, let's see. Mystic Offering. I always forget what this is called. Mystic Offering. Okay, let me see if we can get anything good today. Nope. 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 Darn it! It has defense in it. This would have been so good if it didn't have defense. Darn it. Healing bonus? No. That actually might be good for Jean, but eh. This... I always get decent, like, flowers and feathers, but, like, everything else is garbo. I'll just hang on to that. Nope. 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 HP. HP. Oh, wait. Oh. Defense. Okay, these are all other... The rest are garbage. Okay. Geo damage. Exactly what I need for an Animo artifact. HP. 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 Energy read. Oh, but it has HP. Darn it! No, Elemental Mastery is what this is. Darn. Okay. Okay, one more time. HP. Nope, HP. Well, we tried. Alright, why am I still lagging? What's going on here? I think I need to close Chrome, I think. I will lose chat. So I need to get, well, okay. I can have chat on this here instead. Oopsies. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I also need to actually condense my resin. Boop. Now I need to... Let's do the rest of my weeklies. Actually no. We haven't even done actual dailies yet. We haven't done commissions yet. We just spent resin. The other day I got a Geo cup for a Geo artifact with crit damage and crit rate. Everything went HP to fly attack. Oh no! That's unfortunate. I love this quality of life update. Well, this layout is nicer for one, and it tells you up here where your commissions are. Before it would just show like the purple symbol, which is fine too. All right, let's. I normally now after the update where quests count toward toward daily commissions. I've just been doing that instead of these. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will do world quests. I think I'll do world quests. There will be some reading with that. Let's do world quests instead. Let's see. I was doing ones from Liyue. That's how behind I am. All right. Who has a quest for me? There's one over there. Normally I take the stairs, but I just want to be fast today. So who is this? Nervous on. It never rains, but it pours. What's the matter? After that huge incident at the Rite of Dissension, the streets have been filling up with millilith. The tension in the air hangs over us like a shroud. Our doors aren't closed, but you know as well as I do how Liyue often does business with other nations and how many people from every nation live in our city. They've brought us prosperity and a fair amount of cultural exchange, too. But this incident has caused many such people to be very ill at ease. I've been making preparations to try and calm people down, but with the situation as it is, I don't know where to begin looking for people good at international relations. Wait a moment. Traveler, you've been to many different parts of the world already, haven't you? You must be good at speaking to people from other nations. Could I trouble you then to help me calm some of our guests down? I'll see this done. Thank you, you're a big help. Now, I need to go and settle some other matters. Where do I go? Over there? Okay. Oh, sorry, birds. Calm Freki and her brother down. Freki? Are they from Sneznaya? Because that doesn't sound like an Inazuma name. Or a Sumeru name. Sumerian. Or Fontanian. Oh, they're so far. Oh wait, they're from Mondstadt. Sister, we should just head back to Mondstadt. Oh, come on now. Just don't eat any zhangyuan chop suey next time. No, I wasn't talking about that. I mean, maybe I was a bit. But the main thing is what happened at the Rite of Dissension. Just thinking about it, sis. That was like one of those big ceremonies the church holds in Lord Barbatos's honor. But if something like that could happen during such a ceremony, nowhere in Liyue is safe. We should head back to Mondstadt post-haste. Liyue? Well, that's actually, either one works. Liyue is pretty safe, but it's not as if Mondstadt's that safe either. It's true. It's not as if Mondstadt's that safe either. Exactly, Jerry. Mondstadt was attacked by a dragon too, and yet wasn't it taken care of by the Knights of Favonius in the end? So let's... You're the honorary knight, aren't you? The one who teamed up with the knights to defeat Storm Terror? You see, Jerry, even the honorary knight has come to Liyue. We're fine. There's nothing to be afraid of. What's more, our gourmet journey has only just begun. We can't just stop here. Even if you say so, what if Liyue is full of these frightening dishes like zhangyuan chop suey? Come on, Liyue is full of famous cuisine. You just haven't found one that suits your preferences yet. I'm sure that thing that they call jade parcels will be more to your taste. Let's go try that next. But with Liyue in such a state, where will we go to find someone who will make this dish for us? I can help to look for someone. You will? That's great! I mean, you managed to solve a dragon attack. I don't think a single dish will pose any trouble for you. Get yourself together, Jerry. Even the honorary knights come to help us. There's no way our gourmet journey can end here. I guess I have one in my inventory. So, did you manage to get those jade parcels? Here they are. Wow, this Come on, Jerry, this one's definitely to your tastes. Really? Well, I'll give it a try. Oh, this aroma. It really is good. It seems that Jerry's been completely entranced by this dish. Well, I guess that's the end of him wanting to go back to Mondstadt. Thank you, Honorary Knight. Looks like our journey will continue after all. Okay, where's Ivanovich? Gotta go to Ivanovich. Calm him down. So the rite of dissension was, well, how do I explain it without spoiling? I won't. You know, I just won't explain what it is. That's a big story moment. Just play the game. Won over by the power of good food? Oh, yes. Food will win over anybody. Well, anybody who loves food, really. There are people that out there who don't really care about food that much. They're missing out. I love food. Maybe I should think of some other way. How are you doing? Me? You must be talking about the recent events here in Liyue Harbor. Well, I have no opinion on the matter, really. That said, the people who have been supplying me with Snaznayan goods and who occasionally buy coral lapis from me are very unnerved. I've told them that there should be no problem here in Liyue, but they said that they'd only be back in a few months and that they'll wait and see how things play out for now. Fortunately, I had already brought in several new batches of goods, so I can last for quite a while. I'm also taking the opportunity to stock up on some coral lapis. I still need to man the store here, so could you help me ask Mr. Bolai if he has any coral lapis that I could take off his hands? Got it. Thank you. Where's Mr. Bolai? Over here? Huh? Wait, where's... Oh, downstairs! Where's the... Oh, okay. Down there? Oh, I don't know. Does that... No, it doesn't go there. I have to go... You know what? I'm just gonna glide. I'm just gonna glide. I normally take the stairs, but I'm just gonna glide. Love food, so I can totally relate? Yeah. You. Are you sure this is really the time to talk business with me? It's about Ivanovich. Oh, you mean that outlander who does business near the mouth of the harbor? He still wants my coral lapis? Sure, I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth. I just so happen to have a batch of coral lapis with me. I'd originally prepared it for another customer, but they declined for now, saying that Liyue hasn't been safe of late. If that fellow wants to buy, then I'm happy to sell. Go tell him that. I'll stay here and prepare the goods first. Alright. Shoot. Okay. I'll just go, yeah, I'll just go. I guess I'll just go this way. We might not have time to get to Genshin lore. We'll see. Oh, Doggo is here. One moment, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Genshin music really is nice. So, what was Mr. Bolai's response? He said that he'll prepare the goods. Ah, that's great then. He's a businessman I can trust. When my less stout-hearted merchant comrades return to Liyue Harbor, it'll be time to make a killing. Okay, Atsuko? Where's Atsuko? That is definitely an Inazuma name. She's kind of far. I'm gonna sprint. Okay. And she's this way. Yeah, I figured she's on the other dock. Okay. And then down these stairs. Yeah, I figured she was over here. Ah, what am I to do? Good fortune! Oh, I mean, hello. Is that right? I'm still not very familiar with the local greetings. Liyue really is completely different from Inazuma. So, why did you come to Liyue? Well, I'd always wanted to see the world, but the atmosphere in my homeland is... how should I say it? Tense? Dangerous? This is before Inazuma released. Thank you! Even trying to leave Inazuma's borders is fraught with difficulty, never mind attempting to travel the world. A normal person would never even make it past the many assessments that the Kanjo Commission conduct. So I made my own raft and sneaked over here to Liyue. I originally intended to find work here at the wharf as a sailor, but I have no idea where to even begin looking for that job. Time to hydrate! For a sec, I thought she was from Star Rail with that atmosphere comment. I see. Also, something must have happened in Liyue because everything's gotten very tense all of a sudden. I don't think there's any place that would be willing to give a job to an outliner like me, is there? Oh, what are you good at? In my hometown, I would always help out at my family's store. I definitely say that I'm good at delivering goods, but what I've always wanted to be is a sailor. Eh? You want to help me find work? Thank you, that would be lovely. Ah, there are such fine people in Liyue. Ah, yes, I did make some preparations for finding work earlier by asking around. Those people said that if I wanted to find reliable work, I could go and find... let me see, I'm sure I wrote it down here. Ah, there it is. So I can look for Manager Quan, Clerk Zhao, and Nervous An. But though I wrote it down, I'm not very familiar with the way in which locals interact, so I haven't dared to ask them. If you're willing to help me out, please help me ask them. Hopefully one of them might be willing to hire me. Leave it to me. Thank you so much. Okay, let's go talk to people. Manager Quan, Clerk Zhao, and Nervous An. Oh gosh, where are they? Oh, okay. All over the place. He's always yelling. Hey, what you doing? Stop sneaking around. I see you. I see you there. Being sneaky. Okay. And over here is who? Ah, Manager Quan. Why haven't we received notice yet? About finding work. Finding work? You're barking up the wrong tree. The Ministry of Civil Affairs has sealed the chasm. Work at the Blackcliff Bridge Forge has also been stopped. We've already got a lot of people sitting on their hands at the forge who can only do some odd jobs here and there to make ends meet. I'm afraid we are not hiring right now. What will the ministry do if the hundreds of people under me really take to the streets to find work? Okay, that was Manager Kwan. So now it's Clerk Zhao and Nervous An. Okay. I know Nervous An is down there, so we'll go down that way. Wait. Here's Clerk Zhao. I forgot. This one doesn't tally. Neither does this one. And this one's requested an extension. Do I really have to go and chase them myself before these forms will be completed? What's happening? Not much. There's just a whole stack of forms that don't have anyone to take charge of them right now. If I don't slap them down on some tables myself, everyone just asks for extensions. There's so many other things I need to do right now, what with the situation in Liyue and all. How am I supposed to take the time out to rush these people? The Ministry of Civil Affairs can't spare any people either, so these forms are just stacking up and turning into an eyesore. Does chasing forms need any special skills? Special skills? No, not really. I've already written the details of the request and their deadlines down. I just need someone to get those forms in front of the appropriate people. If the forms arrive and those people still don't want to settle them or ask for delays and thus cause our work to not be completed on time, they can explain themselves to the Ministry of Civil Affairs later. So, do you want to help, or do you know someone who can? I welcome both. I know a friend who can help. That's great. Get them to come here and report to me. The quicker these are all settled, the better. Alright, we don't have to go to Nervous An. We could just go back to Atsuko. Sip my drink. And then normal running speed while I wait for sprint gauge. And let's go. Down these stairs again. Down this way. Now a sprint. And there's Atsuko. So, how do they respond? Clerk Zhao has work for you. That's great! What is it specifically? Chasing forms. I've never heard of such work. Liyue really is a completely different place from Inazuma. But I'll give it my all, regardless of what work it is. Thank you so much. I'll make some preparations first, and then I'll report for work. With this, I can finally take a step towards carving out a new life for myself. Alright, now we go back to Nervous An. This will probably only give like 2, maybe 1.5 commissions worth. Maybe 2 because there's a lot of running around. Then we'll have to find another one to do. Yeah, it looks like we don't have time for actual Genshin lore, unfortunately. We'll do a little bit of something. Just to say that we did some lore. How have things gone? Have you finished settling matters? I have. Thank you. Now leave the rest to me. Apart from our work with the Outlanders, the Ministry of Civil Affairs is also calming the local populace even as we speak. I do not know how much good we're doing, but I say that in such times we should do all that we can. Take this as thanks for your work. You're also a guest from afar, but your timing was truly unfortunate. I can only hope that this will all blow over soon. Okay, how much did that give? Oh, it gave us all 4. Nice. It's all good. Another day, maybe. It's cool. Okay. I would like to do a little bit of something though. So let's turn it into Catherine, and then I'll read a little bit. $300 gems for another multi-roll. Oh, you're so close. I'm going to roll for. I'm just gonna wait for a rerun of Arlecchino. I don't need her right now. I may change my mind if I, after I complete her story, and I'll be like, oh, I understand, I need her now. That's a possibility. That kind of happened with me and Ayaka. Like, I played the main story, and I was like, at first I was like, yeah, she's pretty, but I don't need her right now. But then I did the main story, and we met her in Inatsuma, and I was like, oh, I need her. And then I had to wait for a rerun. And then I got her on the banner of hers that never ended. I got Daddy. I'm trying to her weapon. Lost 50. Oh no! I hope you get it. Well, I remember. Yeah, you got her while I was playing Honkai Star Rail. I remember. I think. Let's do a little bit of story now, and then we will wrap up. So, Kosmika, the traveler, a traveler from another world who had their only kin taken away, forcing them to embark on a journey to find the 7. Yeah, I helped you, I remember. Well, I don't take any credit for that. I wished you luck, but I can't take credit for that. The Keeper is fading away. The Creator has not yet come. But the world shall burn no more, for you shall ascend. We still don't know what this means. A boy and a girl stood amidst the tumult, under an unfamiliar sky. You were a pair of traveling twins, passing through countless worlds through your journey. Descending upon a continent named Teyvat, you hoped you would be able to enjoy your time here. But as you awoke among the falling stars, you saw the world in turmoil, a cataclysm raging across the land. You sought to leave this place and move on to the next world, but then an unknown god stood before you, barring the way. This deity was spotless, floating over a world of chaos, looking down on you. The god took your only kin away, and you were sealed and cast into a deep slumber filled with nightmares. When you reawakened, the world was changed. The flames of war raged no longer, and nothing was left that looked familiar. How long had you been asleep? You had no answers. Thus, you began a lonely journey, seeking the deity that you had once laid eyes upon. We still don't know who that deity is. After that, you met Paimon, and wandered together for some time. You learned that this world has 7 deities who rule the 7 nations as the 7 Archons. Your first stop was the free city of wine and song, Mondstadt, a city built by the Animal Archon. As you stepped into Mondstadt as an outlander, it was, as the other nations were, beset on both sides by non-human and human threats. What's your theory on the opening theory? there's like a popular theory involving Paimon. I don't know how much I believe. I mean, there's a chance, but I don't think so. Other than that, I don't have I don't have anything to go by still. Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have any other like really like theories. Let me think. Yeah, no, I'm still like trying to get a grasp of a lot of like lore to begin with. So I haven't like been able to create any theories yet. Because I'm very behind in a lot of stuff. The non-human threat was comprised of the confederacy known as the Abyss Order. The human threat, on the other hand, stemmed from the ambition of the Tsaritsa, god of Snezhnaya. The Abyss Order had corrupted an ally of the Animal Archon, the dragon of the east of the four winds of Mondstadt. The envoys of Snezhnaya, for their part, used this opposition to the Abyss as an excuse to put pressure on Mondstadt. These threats from without and within caused the return of the Animal Archon, who took on the form of a bard and joined you on your journey to save the dragon. Yet there was something then that you did not see. For as the dragon fell to the abyss, a certain figure had been reflected in its eyes. The one who rules the abyss. He had once traveled with you, and you had once crossed many worlds together. Paimon being the main villain would be wild, but I think she's the god of time, a completely neutral character. Yeah, I think that deity is a completely like separate character entirely. Vision. When faced with circumstances that they cannot control, humans often bemoan their powerlessness. But if a person is found to have surpassing ambition, even as their life reaches a desperate turning point, then the gods would look upon them with favor. This favor is the vision, an external magical focus given to those who have been acknowledged by the gods, which they can use to channel elemental power. Celestia is the realm of the gods, and the wielders of visions walk the earth below. When they depart from this world, the chosen will ascend. After coming to this world, you often hear people speak of such things. You, for your part, can never receive a vision, for an alien life form does not belong. Is it wise to allow a moment's ambition to dominate one's entire life? You have needed to consider many such thought-provoking questions, ones that require lengthy consideration during your journey through many worlds. And then the voiceover things is like you can hear them talking about different things that they come across in like the world and as you go through the journey. So like no. About the wind, like the Mondstadt has a bunch of windmills, right? So they talk about the windmills. So like Paimon is like, Mondstadt has so many windmills, doesn't it? Well, the city is built above water, so it probably relies on windmills to draw the water upwards. That's correct. The winds blow through Mondstadt all year, so this supply of water is very stable. Also, the windmills are what they call visible winds, and wind chimes are called the audible winds. Paimon guesses that they can be thought of as mascots and prayers to the Animal Archon for protection. Ah, mascots. So like you then, Paimon. No, not at all. They're made of wood, and you can't eat them in an emergency either, because all you do is grind your teeth down. I don't know what to say to that. There's a lot of back and forth with Paimon in these voiceovers. It's very funny. This is like the only real. This is like the only real place. Like, well, okay, the Traveler doesn't really speak much throughout the main story. There are moments, and when they do speak, it's very like significant, right? Because it's so rare for them to speak, at least during the main story, right? This is where you get to hear them speak a lot. I think that's everything, right? Let me see. Oh gosh, I need to not fix. I need to finish this event. This is such a frustrating event because like I'm so close to the gold, but then I just like I have to finish these. I forgot about this event. I should have done this. Oh well. It's okay. She's been talking a lot more in the latest updates. Yeah. I actually, like, as someone who likes to self-insert, I prefer that the main character doesn't speak. Because it helps immersion, but it's fine. The real lore here? What do you mean? Let me see. Yeah, I did. Yeah, all days are done. Oh. You know what? I'm okay if I don't finish these. I'm fine with it. Because I usually finish the battle pass about a week before it expires anyway, so I have time. Oopsies. I also love self-inserting, but I also love how Star Rail made the Trailblazer. Yeah, I mean, like the no talking helps with this like immersion, self-inserting immersion, but the like no talking like in general, like they do talk in like, you know, battle and stuff like that. But the personality is very different. Trailblazer personality is very different from my personality, and like the options, and a lot of times it's just like I wouldn't say any of these, but they're definitely amusing. But yeah, that I think is all for today. Thank you all so much for joining me. Let me get Chrome back open. Yeah, I wouldn't dig through the trash either. And I anticipate everyone's going to bed, so I will go ahead and forego a raid tonight. Schedule for this week is not done yet. I'm waiting for confirmation on something for Tuesday. So I will, if I can get a response, or if I can get confirmation tomorrow earlier, as soon as I can get, hopefully I get confirmation tomorrow. So then I will do my best to share this next week's schedule tomorrow. But you can expect our usual Monday, Mario Monday tomorrow. We will continue Yoshi's Island. Okay. Thank you all so much again. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. Please leave a comment if you'd like to share your thoughts. Please follow or subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're going to bed, I hope you rest well and you have sweet dreams. If your day's just getting started, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And then I hope to see you all tomorrow for Yoshi's Island at 9 p.m. Pacific. Ta-ta! Otsumika!